Hi everybody. It's been about, I don't know, 5 or 6 weeks I think since I did a video. I think I came on somewhere after I had that bad week in the hospital, and just to touch base and fill you all in. And then the next couple of weeks were mostly just laying around recuperating and trying to get doctors to figure out what to do with me. And then slowly started to get my strength back and feel better, and then went back to work a couple hours, every day, and then finally I'm back to work full time and doing my overtime again and feeling good. And the only thing that's bad now is I probably still have some of that tingly in my toes, the neuropathy, and then I still I don't have quite the energy yet. Like the end of the long day, I'm pooped, but it's also usually a 10-hour day, so that's maybe not normal. But I definitely come home and boom, that's pretty much it. So I know a couple of you have called me in the past week or so, and part of it's that I haven't had my cell phone on me at work, so I usually don't answer it. And then so Karen, that's why I missed your call. And Bobby, I think when you called me, I think we had actually gone out that evening, or maybe it was the afternoon on a weekend. I can't even remember now. The last 2 weeks have been kind of a blur, trying to get back into things, and felt good on the weekend and really did a lot of stuff last weekend, I think it was. So this weekend we kind of laid low and hung around the house and trying to putz and get caught up in a few chores. My house has gotten so far behind in things, nobody's really cleaning since March. It's all surface, believe me. So I'll have to catch up here real soon. I'm trying to take one room at a time and go through piles. Other than that, I don't know if you can see, but I actually have hair growing on top of my head. Yes, I do. Started coming back in, and it was like white. Little bitty white hair standing straight up, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then it's like all of a sudden it just got dark, and my husband even said to me today, wow, you've really got hair growing on your head. And I just thought that was funny because it's about 1/4 of an inch, just you can barely see it in some spots. So but I went in last week, actually the week before, and did another CT scan, and everything was good. And so the problems that sent me to the hospital after my chemo in June, everything was good. So I went in last week to supposedly do my next chemo, which would have been number 5 because they moved one back, and I decided that I wasn't going to do any more right now. I just, I've done a lot of research, I've done a lot of talking to people, and kind of getting my facts together, and then because of what happened in June, I just think that right now we're hurting more than we're helping, since my numbers are so low anyway. So when I talked to the doctor, they did the lab work, of course, and then talked to the doctor, and he decided that actually he was okay with that. I had done 4, and we would come back in 6 weeks and we'll do another blood workup and see where my numbers are, and kind of take care of a couple other things, and we'll just go from there. And I said that sounded like a plan. So just feeling really good, and I just want to keep moving forward. Today is actually my family reunion on my dad's side, and they have it every year, and I really wanted to go, and I was even packed up and getting ready on Thursday night, and then I just decided that I just needed to let it go this time. It's going to be really, really hot down there in the 90s, and I definitely don't do the heat well this year. And because I've had so many problems with, being lightheaded and the passing out before, and haven't really done a long trip around, I thought maybe I shouldn't drive on my own yet. And really shouldn't have taken, time off from work, because I've had so much time off this year. Although they were, they've been super, and, I've been trying to get my hours in, but but just a lot of reasons to probably not go. So decided to stay home, and that's okay. maybe I'll go home in a couple weeks or in September sometime and celebrate some birthdays or something when I'm feeling a little better, lots better. Just thank you to all of you who've been supportive all the way through, emails and cards. I keep getting cards in the mail and phone calls and little gifts, surprises, and it all, it's this overwhelming feeling of support and love that continues to keep me, going. So thank you. I know I owe some of you some big thank yous, and hopefully maybe the next couple of weeks I'll be able to get around to some of those. But I mostly wanted to just come and say hi, and that I'm out here and I'm doing well, and I love you all.